Good evening, fourth graders. I wanted to take a few minutes to show you some ideas for how you can improve your skills in multiplication, particularly in problems like this, multiplying 2, 3, and 4 digits by 1 digit, and also multiplying 2-digit numbers. So, let me get over here to a blank page. That's the last one. So, let's start off with a problem with 2 digits by 1 digit. This will be 34 times 6. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to ask is how many digits are in 34? And there are 2 digits. Okay? 6 has 1 digit. That means that my area model will be a 2 by 1 or 1 by 2 area model. So you can see that here this area model has 2 by 1. Okay? So then I'm going to take 34 and I'm going to decompose it. I know that 34 equals 30 plus 4. And then I'm going to place those numbers right here, 30 plus 4, on the area model. Next, I'm going to take 6, and 6 is going to go right over here. Okay, now it's time for the multiplication. This 30 and the 6 meet in this box right here. Okay, so first I'm going to be multiplying the 30 and the 6. And those two numbers meet right here in this box. And the number that they will be 6 times 3 is 18. 18. And there's one more 0. 180. Okay? Then, after that, I am going to next find out what 4 times 6 is. Okay? So 4 times 6 is going to go in this box here, and 4 times 6 is 24. Okay. My next step, my final step, is to add these two numbers. So 180 plus 24. I want to line up the ones place. This right here. Oopsie, let's try that again. This right here is a ones place. This is a tens place. And this is the hundreds place. Okay, so I want to make sure these are lined up correctly. Okay. So 180 plus 24. 0 plus 4 is 4. Do it with me. A plus 2 is 10. 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay, so my answer is 204. And that's my answer to 34 times 6. Okay, now let's go on and do a problem that's a little bit more difficult. Okay, so I'm going to go on, and this time, let's see here. This time, we're going to do a problem that has more digits. Okay, here we have 326 times 9. Okay, so think, what kind of area model, what kind of generic rectangle are we going to use for this problem? Well, this number here, 326, has 3 digits. 1, 2, 3. This has 1 digit. So our area model will be 3 digits, 3 squares by 1 square. Okay? That will look like this. Make it a little bit longer and narrower. Split it into 2 parts. Actually 3 parts. 2 lines will make 3 parts. 1, 2, 3 by 1. 3 by 1. Okay, 326 is the same as 300 plus 20 plus 6. And then 9 will go over here. Let's multiply. First, we're multiplying 300 times 9. And 9 times 3, if I don't know it, I can use the back of a notebook, find a multiplication table. 9 times 3 is 27. 7, and there are 2 more zeros here. So 2,700. Okay? Then I'm going to multiply 20 times 9. And 2 times 9 is 18. Oopsie, let's try that again. 2 times 9 is 18. And there's 1 0. Okay? Then I'm going to multiply 6 and 9. Okay? So 6 times 9 is 54. Try that again. Let's see here. 54. Okay? Now I'm ready to add all 3 numbers together. Okay, so I'll do that over here. 2,700, 180, and 54. And again, I'm lining up carefully the ones, try it again, the ones places, which will mean that the tens places are also lined up, and the hundreds places are lined up, and the thousands places are lined up. Okay, 0 plus 0. Oh man. Okay, here, I need to figure out how to use this thing. There we go. 0 plus 0 plus 4 is 4. 0 plus 8 plus 5 is 13. Learn those math facts. 7 plus 1 is 9. And 2 is just 2. Okay, so that's our answer. 2,934. So 326 times 9 equals 2,934. Okay, so let's go on and do one more problem. This will be a problem with 2 digits by 2 digits. Okay, so let's do that here. So here I'm going to multiply this time 91 times 35. Okay, 91 has 2 digits. 35 has 2 digits. So what kind of generic rectangle will I use? 2 by 2. Okay, looks like the window panes in an old house. 2 by 2. There we go. 91 can go here. 90 plus 1 is 91. And 35 will go here. 30 plus 5. Now it's time to multiply. First, I'm going to multiply 90 by 30. And that will give me, well, 9 times 3 is 27. And then there are 2 more zeros. I made this kind of small. When you're doing these problems, do it on paper and write it big so that you have enough room to fit everything neatly. Okay? Next, I'm going to multiply 1 by 30. And 1 times 30 is 30, because anything times itself. Anything times 1 is itself. Okay? Next, I'm going to multiply 90 by 5, and those ones meet right here. Okay? 90 times 5 is going to, 9 times 5 is 45, and there's 1 more 0 here. And then finally, I'm going to multiply 1 and 5. And 1 times 5 is 5. It's the easiest one. Okay, let's add them up. Put a comma here. 2,700 plus 450. And you can add in any order because of the commutative property of addition, right? Commutative property states you can add numbers in any order and you will get the same answer. Again, my ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands are lined up. I'm going to add. Zeros plus 5 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 7 and 4 is 11. We'll regroup there. We did that. And 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay, let's add those together. And we get 3,185. And that's our answer to 91 times 35. Okay, let me briefly show you now how this works when we are doing problems in Khan Academy. Okay, here is a problem. This problem asks us to multiply 5 times 119. Okay, and that is a 1 by 3, 1 digit by 3 digits. So they drew here a 3 by 1 area model. Okay, and we're going to do this exactly the same way that we did earlier. First of all, we're going to multiply 100 by 5, and 100 times 5 is 500. So that'll go right here, 500, okay? Next, we're going to multiply 10 times 5, and I encourage you strongly to do this in your paper. Use a paper, make a 3 by 1 area model, and do the whole thing, because when you do these on a test or in real life, you're not going to have a pre-made template for you. You're going to have to do it yourself. So I encourage you to do it like this. Do it on paper, okay? And when you do other multiplication problems in Khan, use paper. It's important. We're multiplying 100 plus 10 plus 9 times 5. Okay, then, so we have 100 times 5 is 500. 10 times 5 is 50. 9 times 5 is 45. We add them all up. And the same thing happening over here. 10 times 5 is 50. I'm going to write over the B a little bit. 9 times 5 is 45. Hard to fit. We got it. Okay, let's add them up. 500 plus 50 plus 45 equals, well, 0 plus 0 plus 5 is 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. 5 is just 5. Okay, so now I can put these numbers in here. I'm going to write that one will be A is actually 500. So that's 500. B is 50. C is 45. So about 45 there. And all of them added up means that 5 times 119 is 595. Okay? 595. Okay, I'll push enter. I got it correct. Okay, so when you go on and let's see here. When you go on and go onto the 2-digit by 2-digit, you do the same thing, okay? Make an area model just like I showed you. 2 digits by 2 digits. Like that. And that's exactly what they've done. That's exactly what they've done here too. They've just made a 2-digit by 2-digit area model, okay? 42. Let's see here. 42 times 73, okay? So keep working on these. You can do it. I know it's hard, but you will be successful. Bye-bye.